All right, we talked about the good and the bad, and it's now time to look ahead. We have Texas A&M. This is always fun. You go to Cherry World, you know, posh, pristine stadium, and we're talking about the Aggies and Razorbacks, and this has not been fun at all. The last 6 times Arkansas has faced Texas A&M. So more now on the matchup with the Aggies as Arkansas tries to snap a 3-game losing streak for the season.
I feel pretty good after this game, seeing how everybody battled in this game against a tough team. That's a tough group over there. They're going to be great this rest of the season.
Mike, a quick take here just on the fact that Kellen Mond and the guys, they look like they really present a lot of issues. Kellen can do some things with his legs and certainly with his arm as well.
Will be a better test than Auburn was, because Arkansas is strong up front. They got good linebackers. They're built to stop a running team. The back end of the defense is not as good, and Kellen Mond will take it. I've watched this guy all the season's still short, but I've seen every game they've played. He is so much better than he was a year ago. He really can throw the football, and he's a running threat. They're going to cause problems for Arkansas's defense that Auburn didn't.
Another thing that A&M will do is pose a challenge with that defensive front, and we saw a really good front from Auburn, but again, you know, there's no break in the SEC, especially this week to next.
Right, exactly. They have a tough stretch right here. That O-line is definitely going to have to step up this next week against Texas A&M, or Ty Story is just going to be on his back multiple times throughout that game.
Absolutely. Please give the defense a break. You know, the offense has got to sustain some drives in this football game. Joe Craddock, the offensive coordinator, scratching his head at the moment. All right. Now, drawing from the Auburn football game, of course, Arkansas, a team that, you know, was able to sack Jarrett Stidham 4 times in this football game. So some positives. Well, let's talk more about that.
Anytime you only put up 3 points as an offense, it's not good. But I mean, we can play with these guys. We can play with these guys. It's not about talent. It's not about coaching schemes. It's just about getting there and executing and pushing through that wall.
So, you know, just to kind of sum it up, Mike, you look at this, you're able to have more total yards than Auburn in this football game, and Auburn, a team that usually just, you know, runs the show on the ground, had 345 yards rushing at the game last season, a 52-20 win for Auburn in Fayetteville. But again, just 91 yards rushing for Auburn last night, so Arkansas did a nice job defensively.
They did. Now, here's the thing. You just got to continue to get better each week. You know, you still didn't win the game. And again, what I said earlier, you're looking ahead down the road where you've got some winnable games, but you're not going to win those games if you don't improve right now. So every single game, whether you win or lose, you still got to improve some.
The one thing is, I like the resilience in terms of, you know, you kind of rotate some guys. We talked about that, T. And, you know, you look at Derek Munson, a guy who hasn't gotten a lot of time in his career. He came in, had 6 tackles last night. So just one of the guys to mention for this Arkansas football team. All right, recruiting is coming up.